Dragonborn, Rigmor, we've arrived off the Skyrim coast. The captain has a jolly boat ready to take you to Dawnstar.
Make haste, and give my regards to that fat old fox.
Be careful, Cassius.
Likewise, Rigmor, and farewell.
Zan, I'm so going to miss you.
Hey, don't you worry about a thing, okay? You have so many people around you that love you so much. Take care of yourself until we meet again. Hmm?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Yeah, pretty impressive, huh?
How does it look?
You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive.
Staying safe, I hope.
Well, well, well. As I live and breathe. Guardian. And Rigmor. You could say that. But what about you? How long has it been now? 4 years? Not that I've been counting. And look at you. Countess. A fine young woman now. You have no idea how much it pleases me to see you safe and well, Rigmor. You have warmed an old warrior's heart. Truly.
Oh, Ingol! Thank you. But I'm sorry. This isn't just a surprise visit.
No need to explain. You're both fugitives, again, and need my help. Come, let's sit and talk.
Where's Angie and Sorella? How has Sorella been? She must have grown up quite a bit.
Angie took her hunting in the mountains. They'll be gone for some time. She's very good with a bow now. Stormbow. That's what I named her.
You have any more children? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, forgive me.
Don't be sorry. We're trying. Who knows? Maybe one day. But Guardian, what brings you here? And how can I help? I heard they besieged Bruma. Been a couple of days now. I sent my old guard to keep an eye on the border. I hear you two have been stirring up a whole hornet's nest over there. One of my men keeps me informed in the details. As soon as I saw you, I guessed you'd need my help. Am I guessing you want to lift the siege? We could do that. Just break through the ring. My men are raring to go. They have family there too. Then I'll go to still alive. Continue, friend. This I cannot do. You will have my men, and I'll personally lead them if I must. But I will not put Cyrodiil in danger. Angie would never allow it. She would never forgive me if anything happened to her.
Cassius will guide us over the border along the Brenna River to Table Mountain. We need to destroy an artifact, a soul gem. And Cyrodiil needs to come with us. She has to destroy the gem with Zennia's wrath.
Enough! I have welcomed you into my house, but now you crossed the line.
I'm sorry.
I don't like this one bit, but it figures. Cyrodiil has been having dreams. I told her to keep the ring on that you gave her, but she can be stubborn. In the dreams, she fires an arrow to save many children.
Ingol, she will be well protected. Cassius and Quintus's legions will be waiting. That gem holds the souls of all the children that disappeared over 10 years throughout Cyrodiil and Hammerfell, and is the link to Mirag Ball, a witch. It must be destroyed. It's the only way we can win the war.
I don't know. Do you even have a plan? They will send more, a bigger army to besiege the city.
Bruma can hold out indefinitely. Dragonborn, Cyrodiil, and I will meet Cassius in Coral. Once we are over the mountains, we will meet up with Quintus and assault Table Mountain. We will carve a way through. Cyrodiil will only be allowed to join us when the coast is clear. She only needs to take one shot. That's all.
Angie will take some convincing. I'll talk to Cyrodiil, let her know what's going on. It would be best if just the two of you sneak into Bruma. Avoid the border posts. There's a cave you can enter that'll bring you out on the other side. Bruma will be directly south. I'll mark it on your map. Make your way over the border, and once you're back, I'll attack their flank and we can reinforce the city. Then I'll bring Cyrodiil with me. For what? You come here and deliver a blow to my heart. I want you to go. I don't want you to be here when they return. Now go.
I will stay with Cyrilla. I'll protect her. I don't even want to think about it. Lead the way.
I don't even know what to say. I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own. Nice.
You go first. Hey, I got your back, okay?
What?
I hate caves. Dragon, look. These blocks look alien. By the gods. Mind where you're treading. One wrong step. It looks like treasure hunters have been this way. I know where we are. Luna and I used to come here when we were kids. We're in Riel. Come on, let's take a knee, get a fire going. It's one of the many Ayleid ruins that are all over Cyrodiil. The Ayleid were an ancient race of Mer, you know,
elves. Their empire was vast, and their influence reached out to most of the regions in Tamriel. You'll also find their ruins in High Rock, Hammerfell, Valenwood. The Imperial City was built by the aliens in the height of their power. Until Alicia... led a slave army against them and formed the Imperial Empire out of the ashes. Hey, I read books, you know. Plus, Briathoff is a great scholar and wealth of knowledge on these things. Have you ever seen something like this before? You need to go beyond Skyrim. You won't find any in Morrowind either. I remember because one of those stone blocks fell on my foot, and Luna had to go fetch my dad. He had to carry me all the way home. I wanted to cry because it hurt so bad, but he scolded me. Cry and I'll give you something to cry about. He was so angry with me. It was forbidden to enter these ruins because they're so dangerous. Well, they were back then, but most of them have been cleared out by treasure hunters. No, never. He didn't need to. I feared and respected him at the same time. I mean, he was my dad, right? It was just after that time he made my first wooden sword. I remember he said, "Rigmor, the world is a dangerous place, and I might not always be here for you. You must learn to take care of yourself." Something like that.
You know, it's quite cozy in here. Maybe we should stay the night. What are we going to tell them about us? You know, maybe it would be best if we didn't mention about us. I know you said back at the hotel you wanted to get it all out in the open, but with everything that's happened since, and with Bruma under siege, maybe now isn't the right time. Hey, don't think that I don't want to. I do. Please, Dragonborn, I want it to be right. Not like this.
Oh, yeah?
How cozy? We never have been careful, have we? About me getting, you know. Trust me, I'm not. Just take my word for it. And I need you too. So we live for the now. Because tomorrow might never come. Oh, Dragonborn. Yes, I'm fine. The exit's just ahead.
The sewer outlet? It comes out west. We might be able to enter there. It leads directly to the keep. You really wouldn't see it if you weren't looking. Down that way, Dragonborn, toward the road. The outlet is just ahead. Go on, up ahead. Up here, Dragonborn. You go first, man. Pull me up. We made it. Let's go and see just what the hell is going on.
Rigmor!
Mom!
Oh, the gods have looked down on us today. Oh, my baby girl. What have they done to you? Dragonborn, how can I ever thank you?
Come on, Mom. Let's sit down. Everything's going to be all right.
Guardian, I take it you were not seen entering the city?
We got in through the sewers. I don't think they saw us.
Ah. 2 days ago, Robert de Medallius arrived under a white flag of parley.
Bastard.
He demanded we surrender the city. When we refused, he cut off our lifeline to Skyrim and has sat there since, and has begun constructing trebuchets to assault the city and a log ram to force open the gates. We assumed you had survived and rescued Rigmor, and they were now enacting exactly what I had expected. Initially, we expected the worst. Keris?
Robert said that you had perished in the fire, but luckily Rigmor had already sailed for exile. That he was going to speak to the Emperor and implore that he'd be allowed to marry her, that his love was still true.
Yeah, right.
Morax Sethius called for calm, and she would get down to the bottom of the reasons for the fire. And it was a sad day that so many lost their lives. She hasn't been seen for 2 days.
We fear she may have left for Table Mountain. Sethri informed us of everything, so now we know the truth. Have you spoken to him? He was coming to find you. What a wretched world it has become. But apart from what Sethri told us, we have been cut off from the world, awaiting the worst.
Ingol is going to mount an attack soon. We can sally forth and destroy the trebuchets. I would advise taking control of the road into Cyrodiil. We can defend it from the heights. The mountains behind our backs are impassable and offer us natural protection. Once we gain control of the road, any attempt to take the high ground would funnel their troops into a withering fire from our archers. It would also give us time to reinforce the city.
and temporarily open a trade route with our Nord friends in Skyrim. We can fill our stores for a long siege if we have to. Then we... Dragonborn? I'm sorry. I didn't know my place.
And it is so. Your place at the helm of your citizens.
Please continue, my child. We are all so very proud of you.
Then... we hold them off as long as we can until Leowyn brings his main force to bear. This time we are many. Ingol and his veterans will be amongst us. He could direct small groups of resistance fighters in the mountains behind the enemy. It would make it impossible for Leowyn to assault the city by conventional means, and he would have to starve us out with a long siege of attrition.
I take it you have spoken to Ingol about...
When Ingol arrives, he will have Sorella with him. And the city as secure as it can be, under our garrison with Captain Grimbold. The Dragonborn and I will escort Sorella to Coral, where we will meet up with Cassius.
Ah, Cassius Varon. I do love it when things appear to be coming together. I like reunions.
Cassius will guide us over the Colovian highlands and mountain passes into Hammerfell. With luck, he will have already secured the support of Quintus and his legion. We take Table Mountain, destroy the Bridge of Sighs, and that bitch is history.
Quintus will then march his army back down the Gold Road to the Imperial City.
I don't know. Hopefully, yes.
Leowyn would be forced to lift the siege of Bruma, or risk splitting his force to protect the Citadel. Depending on the circumstances, we would need to decide what to do next. Then... Yes, who would join him, and who would abstain? So many scenarios. It all depends on Quintus, how quickly he can move from Anvil to Skingrad, gaining momentum to place his army outside Coral. It has been known for an army to just sit and do nothing on the battlefield.
If Cheydinhal and Breville side with Leowyn, we'll have problems. He could have his forces, effectively keeping Bruma in check, and still mount a three-pronged pincer attack from the three fronts on Quintus's army. We would be defeated. Maybe the best way forward, if we of course get this far, would be to relieve Bruma, attack Leowyn's army directly from the south, having Ingol sally forth on the flank and crush the army.
Leowyn will move, my child. He will sit on the banks of Lake Rigmor guarding the Citadel. He will wait for Cheydinhal and Breville to reinforce his army and strike. The odds would overwhelm us all. The best you could hope for would be to relieve Bruma with Quintus' army and force a stalemate.
Bear in mind, any peace deal would only last as long as it takes the Emperor to bring Coral, Anvil, and Skingrad back into the fold. There really isn't any other way than to fight, to the bitter end.
Dragonborn? Yes, of course. We must focus on the task at hand.
If you would excuse me, Lady Rigmor. Lady Sigun, I need to go and check on the defenses.
Of course.
These really are dark times we are living in. I think I will retire. I bid you good night.
I must apologize, Dragonborn. I'm so tired and must retire.
I take it Sefri informed you of the consequences of destroying the soul gem? Ah, yes. Please allow me to explain. I have spoken with my mistress. She is very interested in our endeavors to thwart Morag Cepheus, or, should I say, Morag Baal. So much so, she has taken it upon herself to become directly involved, if needs must. Let's just say it's personal. If a rift is caused long enough for a certain Daedra to appear in person, then things are going to get very bad, very quickly, not only for you, but for all of Tamriel. No. So she has instructed me to give you this. Behold, Dragonborn, the Eye of Boethia. The Eye of Boethia. But listen carefully, very carefully. Once in your possession, it allows you to summon Boethia to your calling, but only if you are within a rift between Oblivion and the mortal world, and another Daedra is present. If Molag Bal enters the rift, you must use the spell. Boethia will fight Molag Bal to the death. Actually, it's an everlasting battle that can never end until you strike either one of the Daedra with this. Boethia is very fond of you, Guardian, and Rigmor. You are, after all, her champion, but it's Molag Bal she wants. There always has to be something ulterior for her to become involved at such a personal level. You may well find that you can do it yourself. Soon. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. And I, too, need my beauty sleep. Oh, and Guardian, inform Captain Grimbold to sound the bells once Yingol starts his attack. There isn't much we can do until then, so please feel free to make yourself at home. You deserve at least to relax and rest while you still can. Come, Carice.
Yeah. What shall we do now?
Yeah, right. I don't know what came over me.
I just want this all to be over. Remember all those years ago I said about how you can't run away from your destiny? You have to face it. Head on. Don't let it control you. Dragonborn, stop it. Oh, the gods. I'm more afraid of that than anything. Well, I'm trying. It's not easy. Thank you, Dragonborn. And I love you too. Dragonborn! Stop. Oh, the gods. Well, I'm trying. Thank you, Dragonborn. And I love you too.
Hey, wanna go grab a beer? We might not get another chance. Did you visit the Tap and Tack yet? The Countess of Bruma does not get barred, okay? Come on. After all this recent crap, I need a stiff drink. There's also some things I want to get off my chest. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm?
Huh? Yes?
I have placed the garrison on high alert, and placed sentries on both gates, and spread the men out on the east wall. If they're going to attack, they'll have to try and breach the city here. They're just part of the blockade, keeping out of range from our archers. The north and west side is impassable for them. We can pick them off from the walls. Our only problem is that they've cut us off, not only from the rest of Cyrodiil, but Skyrim to the north. Leowin has sent most of his garrison and a company of new Imperial Legionnaires. Robert himself commands the field. Not as yet. They sent some rangefinders the other night, and we returned fire. But, as no attack followed, I'm guessing they're waiting to get their trebuchets built. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It will be done as you ordered. All fighting age men have been called to arms. Those without children have been incorporated into the Shield Maidens. Although I haven't heard from the Fighters Guild. Maybe you and the Countess could... Just a retirement home for old veterans, and a place for lordless knights to muster. Speak to Sir Gregor. He's been asking about you. Sir?
Countess, it's an honor to receive you here at the Guild. Please,
let me introduce myself. Sir Gregor, spokesman for the knights in residence here. How can we be of service?
Thank you, Sir Gregor. As you know, our city is under siege. The Dragonborn and myself are here to ask you, all of you, for your help in the battle that is to come.
As you know, the guild is nowadays a refuge for homeless veterans and lordless wanderers. Some of us here consider ourselves retired, and although well mastered in the art of combat, might be a little rusty and wary to run headlong into battle. Especially against such odds.
I like the odds.
Thank you, Tish.
Dragonborn?
If only Ariel Cepheus had not run the major skill out of Cyrodiil. So, a simultaneous strike. The flank is attacked and we sally forth. And who is leading the reinforcements? Aha! I know of this man. A formidable field commander. Hope?
The citizens, all non-combatants and children, would be sheltered in the cathedral once the bells toll. That's the signal that Ingol has arrived and begun his attack. We hope that will give them sanctuary and safety before the battle begins. And pray to the gods they don't fire their trebuchets on all gathered there. The mustering point will be at the main gate.
But please, how thoughtless of me. Join us at our table. Let us introduce ourselves. Help yourselves to refreshments. We brew our own wine. Please, try some. I am from the West Weald initially. My father owned one of the largest vineyards south of Skengrad. His father before him was one of the last knights of the Nine. I entered the service of the Count of Karl after Lady Anna of Skengrad married Karl's eldest son. When Ariel Cepheus marched his army towards the Imperial City after the sacking of Leowin. Skengrad and Karl marched down the Green Road to join with the Bravel's forces who were waiting for Cepheus at Fort Nomor. It was a brilliant strategic position, as we also held the bridge on the west side of the Nibben Bay to the Citadel. Cepheus made camp below us, and for 2 days there was a stalemate, and we prepared ourselves for a decisive battle. The following morning, they were gone. Cepheus had taken his army into elsewhere and went around us. By the time we had marched back to Bravel, the Imperial City was lost. Skengrad and Bravel wanted to push onward, but Karl, he wanted to protect his wealth and assets, and with Shadenhall struck a deal with Cepheus. I could not continue the service. It was a matter of honor. I heard that Bruma was still holding out, and had declared itself a free city, so I made my way here. Sadly, the old guild had been long boarded up. The Mage's Guild too. After an audience with Lady Sigyn, she allowed me to reopen the guild as a hostel or free house for veterans and lordless knights. Anyway, enough about me. Let me introduce you to our members. Sir Berselak of the Green. Sir Aemond, or Riyadh.
Amon Vynar, knight and former servant of the Lord of Rihad, who died during the March of Thirst after the city fell to Aranelia. I spent many years wandering the land for coin for my services. Finally retiring here in Bruma, as it would be dishonorable for me to return home.
And, not forgetting a newest member, Tish the Blade.
I'll fight. I was born to fight. Just point me in their direction.
Thank you, Tish, but you know the rules. All members must agree.
Gah. By the time you come to some agreement, the fuckers will be inside our walls already. You have my sword, Countess Rigmor, for having the balls to stand and fight. It would be an honor to fight under your banner. Won't it be? Yeah. Hurrah! Kill me! Kill! Kill! Go on, Bee, go on! Kill me! Kill! Kill! Kill those motherfuckers! I fucking love that guy.
You'll have our answer by tomorrow.
Dragonborn, what just happened there? Do you think they'll fight?
Okay.
Need something?
Feel it? I'm not sure, but the fog is closing in, and I've got a funny feeling something is about to... like a tinderbox ready to explode.
Someone there. Never.
The guards! We're under attack! They've brought up a catapult! Guardian! The gate! Defend the gate!
You won't get away from me.
Live to see tomorrow. You won't get away.
Tear you to pieces!
I have enough of you. I'll rip you in half. Lucky
Destroy you.
I'll fix you good. Be angry.
You don't have a chance!
Hold back!
Dare you?
You dare challenge me? I'll fix you good. Get away from me!
Make a fine run. My cousin's cat.
Stand still! I'll fix you good. Hey, watch it! Need something?
The gate is damaged. Nothing we can't fix. Several dead. Thank the gods we managed to repel their attack. Robert must have been testing our resolve and defences. The gods help us if they get those trebuchets built before Ingol arrives. Yes, sir. Okay, you heard the General. Look lively. Put out that fire, reinforce the barricade, and get that gate fixed. Move it!
You bet, girlie. I haven't had so much fun since a guy broke a bottle over B's head in a bar fight north of the border.
What the hell happened?
Need something?
Me and B had been dungeon crawling, looking for Dwemer treasure. Man, we could hardly carry it all. So we sold most of it in Whiterun and headed for the Bannered Mare. Thought it would be safe, seeing Whiterun is full of sweets. B got so shit-faced, he dropped his sack of gold on the floor, splitting the sides. And as he bent down to gather his coin, some asshole hit him over the head with a heavy wine bottle. Man, boy oh boy.
You killed them all?
Nah, don't get me wrong. B's a crazy fuck. Let's just say we won't be going back there anytime soon.
With the guild on our side, how could we possibly lose?
We're gonna take the vote later, but hey, you didn't do too bad yourself. And if we do win, it'll be because of this guy. Hey, Dragonborn.
Need something?
The Dragonborn and I are gonna grab a beer. Wanna join us?
Need something?
Can't. I gotta go take care of B. But for sure, another time.
Okay, let's go.
What a waste. Be careful.
My lady, over here.
Hey, Colin. Don't
Yes.
worry. I'm not here to cause any trouble.
Yes?
We all heard about the trial. I see you have found Rigmor and brought her home, friend.
This is the... my guardian.
Can I help you?
My knight in shining armor.
Well, this is a cause for celebration. Go sit down. I'll bring some drinks over. On the house.
Thanks, Colin. Come on, Dragonborn. Let's sit over there. You know, there has to be another way. All this prophecy crap. The chosen queen of Tamriel. I mean, come on. Dragonborn, I'm not even Imperial. Both my parents were full-blooded Nords. Do you honestly think the nobility would even consider it? So everyone keeps reminding me. And now we face insurmountable odds. Again. But this isn't a serpent. It's a monster. Born of a monster. Even if we can defeat her, there's still Sethius. His Leywin-backed army. 6 legions, Dragonborn. Not forgetting Blackwell's grip on the nobility. They fear him,
Make yourself
and not without good reason.
You want to taste some fine ales? You've come
Well,
to the right place.
remind me not to run my sword through his guts, because if I ever get the chance... Yeah, right. Not gonna happen. I know what you're suggesting. I could never be that person. I just don't have what it takes. The gods are just going to have to come up with a plan B. That's not fair, Dragonborn. I only want to do what's right for Cyrodiil. Kill that monster, because Sethius is not the problem here. He's just another pawn, another fool in the big scheme of things. I'm quite happy to do a deal if the opportunity arises, so we can all just go back to normal. Maybe he's just under her spell, like all of them. I know Bobby. He's not a bad person. Not really. How do you know? You've only been here for 5 minutes. I've known Bobby for over a year now. He has always shown me respect and listened to my ramblings with good heart and kindness. No, I'm sure that bitch made it sound worse than it is. What? What did he say about me?
Dragonborn, tell me. Tell me what he said. Dragonborn, tell me what he said! Oh, the gods, no! I can't believe he would say that. Why would he say that? Bobby would never say that. What? Don't you shout at me! What do you mean, hard work? Don't you think I'm worth it now? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to feel. I don't even know if you'll always be around. Sometimes I'm so scared to love you. I'm so scared that I'm going to lose you. I don't know what to think anymore. All I know right now is that I have to endure all this shit that's been thrust upon me, and I don't think I can take it anymore. I'm at my breaking point, Dragonborn. I don't have what it takes. I'm sorry. Dragonborn, I don't know what came over me. Okay.
Get you anything? Is everything all right? Is my lady Rigmor unwell? Oh, coming right up.
Yes?
Nah. I don't feel like it.
Here you go. Bottoms up. Oh,
Yeah. Story of my fucking life. Not that I have any say in it. What? What do you want me to say? That I don't already know that I'm unstable? You said it yourself. I'm hard work. Well, carrying the fate of the world on your shoulders is hard work. Maybe it isn't worth it, treading on all those eggshells. Like when you love someone? Or is it just pity? You pity me. Is that why you stay around? You don't know what it's like. Like you even care. You're right. Dragonborn, stop. Please. No. I didn't mean it. Dragonborn, don't. Dragonborn, I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
What have I done to you?